What is up, guys, and today I'm back with another video. Today's video is top 5 Call of Duties of all time. And number 5 I have Black Ops 1. And I know a lot of people love Black Ops 1. It's one of the best Call of Duties ever released, I still agree. But the main fact is that number 5 for me is because I didn't play it loads. I am only 15 now, and that came out when I was like 8. I can't remember the actual age or the date it came out. But I was quite young. And I played it a couple years later, and it is a very good Call of Duty, don't get me wrong. But just the time that it was the newest one out, I didn't play it as much. But it's still an amazing Call of Duty, don't get me wrong. So many of the original Black Ops maps, the iconic Nuketown and all that, were created on Black Ops 1. The amazing zombie maps like Kino the Toten, Ascension, Moon. Some of the best zombie maps ever released were made on this game. And just some of the best guns as well. The Galil, the Commando, the FFAR. Like, it's such an iconic Call of Duty. They created so many weapons and maps that are some of the best maps in Call of Duty history to this day, really. So, it's such an amazing game, Black Ops 1. But the reason why it's quite low on the list is because, mainly because I just didn't play it that much. But when I did play it, and I've seen how good it is, I definitely wish I was a lot older so I could have played it when it was new out. So, at 4th place, we have MW3. And kind of the same thing as Black Ops 1, I was quite young, so I didn't play it as much, but I did play it a couple years later, and I loved it. Kind of like Black Ops 1. For MW, it's an iconic one. Some of the guns were just amazing. Most of the maps are amazing. And MW3 was an iconic one. Me and my friend Marshall, when we were like 10, 11 years old, we used to play that game, and we were actually pretty good. And it was actually so popular, even like a year or two later. The Call of Duty was just one of the best for me, and I loved it. It was so good. The weapons were so good. Infected, I loved Infected in MW3. That's like when I got into Infected. I don't even know if that's when Infected was first released, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think it got invented in MW3. I don't think it was in MW2. So Infected came to the game, and I loved it. I played Infected too much on that Call of Duty. So it's one of my favourite ever. And at number 3, you're going to really be confused about this, but the reason why this is beating MW3 is because I played it and I have so many more memories, like with my friends and stuff like that. I just played it a lot more. Is Advanced Warfare. And I know 90% of the COD community hated Advanced Warfare, but I just loved it because I'll go back into it a little bit. I agree with the people that don't like the game. For the first like 2 months of the game, I played it, got like first prestige, and hated it. I was like, nope, this is not Call of Duty. This is like Halo, this is like Destiny, because no one liked the jump boost, because that's when the jetpacks came into the game. So no one really liked it and didn't give it a chance, and I was one of those people. Like I said, no, it's like Halo, it's like Destiny, I'm not playing it. Then I found out a couple of my friends were playing it a couple months later, and I went on the game, tried it out again, and fell in love with it, just because me and my friends, we had so much fun on it, so many good memories. We just squadded up and won so many games like Domination and Search and Destroy, and it was just so fun, and it was one of my favourite Call of Duties for that reason. MW3, it may be the better Call of Duty, but Advanced Warfare just is more fun for me, just because I have more fun with my friends and that on it. That's the only reason it's at number 3. Number 2, we have the gameplay of this video right now, the COD I'm currently playing, Black Ops 3. It only just tops Advanced Warfare for me, and that's because even though I love Advanced Warfare and they did a really good job with it, I love Black Ops 3 because the jump boost was a little bit more controlled, more tactical for better game modes and stuff like that. So you could be a bit more tactical in Black Ops 3, but nevertheless, Advanced Warfare was still amazing. But I just preferred the jump boost in Black Ops 3, and this is why it's second place, not just because of the multiplayer. The Zombies too. The Zombies is the best Zombies I've ever played. The 4 DLC maps were some of my favourite zombie maps ever. And that was the first time they ever invented proper like movie cutscenes for the Easter eggs, which I completed every single one. Motivated you to do the Easter eggs, because you literally had like a movie end cutscene at the end of it, and it was so good. So it's my best Zombies ever. And the multiplayer, well, you know that I love the multiplayer. I'm playing it now, for God's sake, 4 years later. I love the game. The multiplayer is amazing, some of the guns are amazing, and something they invented at Black Ops 3, which every Call of Duty's done since, is made a dark matter, or made a camo that you get for getting every single gun gold. And dark matter, still to this day, is the best one out of the lot of them. Like I said at the start of the video, I don't really like Damascus that much. Dark matter tops it, it looks so good, and it just moves. I love it. And that gives you a motive to actually play the game. So that's why I love Black Ops 3 so much. So you're probably thinking, what's in number 1? and most people know is Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is my favourite Call of Duty ever. Just the maps on that game, Standoff, Raid, Hijacked, like they're all some of the best maps in Call of Duty history for me personally. And like in Modern Warfare now, there's literally like 6 guns that are good, and most of the others are just terrible. On Black Ops 2 that's not the case. There was literally every gun was amazing. I think I can count maybe 2 or 3 weapons that were bad, and every other weapon was actually really good. Just that game was so good in so many different ways. The zombies was so good as well, having like Transit, Mob of the Dead, Origins got invented in Black Ops 2. Like, it's just such a good Call of Duty for me, and I had so much fun on it. I must have played that Call of Duty for about 4 years after release. I played it again on Xbox 360 when they made it backwards compatible, and it was just one of my favourite Call of Duties ever. Everything about it I loved, and the diamond camo looked amazing as well. So that's my top 5 Call of Duties of all time in this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I hope you have a really good day, and I appreciate everyone that's watched the video. Thanks for watching.